Good afternoon, Madam Chair. In summarizing the facts of this case, I would like to highlight key points of evidence presented by both sides. The fact of the original injury is not in dispute. While working as a seaman on December 7, 2008, the worker slipped while walking down a flight of stairs on the vessel. He twisted his back during the fall. The original diagnosis was that of a back injury, lumbar strain, or sprain. The board allowed entitlement for the injury and all benefits flowing from this. The issue of whether or not the recurrence of the compensable injury is to be allowed, as decided by the appeals resolution officer, who found that the worker's worsening symptoms that arose on June 27, 2009 was, in fact, a recurrence of the December 7, 2008 work accident. I wish to point out the medical testimony of Dr. Collett, an orthopedic surgeon testifying for the respondent, who upon examining him and conducting a series of tests concluded that the back injury stemmed from the workplace original injury. The applicant also relied heavily on expert testimony, that of Dr. Lexer, an orthopedic surgeon, who in his testimony noted that an important element in diagnosing a patient is by way of a physical exam. On cross-examination, he stated that he did not at any time examine the respondent. He objected to Dr. Collett's report mainly on stylistic rather than quantitative grounds. Dr. Lester raised the issue of deterioration of the spine caused by aging. The respondent is 35 years old, and the December 27, 2008 radiologist report noted no abnormal age-related worsening of the spine. The board physician, Dr. Kanlek, provided an opinion dated June 16, 2011 to the appeals resolution officer. After reviewing the facts, including correctly commenting upon the radiological report just mentioned, found that the current symptoms are a recurrence of the injury. Once again, the issue to be decided is whether, on a balance of probabilities, the worker was correctly allowed entitlement for the recurrence of the injury, including all benefits flowing from this. The Workplace Safety and Insurance Act, Section 124, subsection 2, states that when the evidence for and against an injured worker is relatively equal, the benefit of the doubt is to go to the worker. This is usually referred to, as I said, the benefit of the doubt provision, meaning that if on the balance of probabilities, it cannot be stated that the event of June 27, 2009 is a recurrence of the December 7, 2008 work accident, then so long as the evidence in support of and in opposition to the worker's claim is equal in weight, the worker will prevail. Based on substantial amount of medical probability, there is a causal relationship and time frame between the ongoing lower back symptoms and the worker's ongoing problems from June 27, 2009, including disc herniation, that these findings are more probably than not related to the accident of December 7, 2008. In terms of the operational policy, I would refer to document number 15-03-01 entitled Recurrences. Quoting, "A worker may be entitled to benefits for a recurrence of a work-related injury, disease, if all the following conditions are met. A significant deterioration has occurred. The significant deterioration does not result from a significant new accident. The significant deterioration is clinically compatible with the original injury disease. And I would submit that since there was no further accident, there is a causal relationship to explain the current condition of the respondent to his original workplace injury as supported by the medical evidence and the findings of the ARO decision. Moreover, under the heading Significant Deterioration within the same policy, it states, a significant deterioration refers to a marked degree of deterioration in the work-related impairment that is demonstrated by a measurable change in objective clinical findings. Indicators of a significant deterioration may include the need for active clinical treatment, a change in functional abilities, a change in the ability to perform a job or suitable occupation. The respondent's condition has worsened to the extent that he may require surgical intervention, and indeed he is unfit for work as deemed by the board and by his medical doctors. In closing, I submit that, on a balance of probabilities, it is more likely than not that the diagnosed disc herniation arose in December 2008 as clinical findings dictate, and that if the evidence is equal in weight, the benefit is to go to the worker. As such, I would ask that you find in favor of the respondent and uphold the ARO decision granting entitlement for the recurrence of this injury, including his non-economic loss award and all benefits that flow. Thank you.